What does it feel like for you to be a black man in America?
I was hoping you would ask me that question. First, I want to say that I am from an earlier generation than all of you. So my perspective is a little longer, but it is not different. So, as brief as I can be, I want to give a little bit of history of
Yes,
being a
please.
black man in America. My entire life, I was born in Chicago, Illinois. I was born at the end of World War II. And I was in the midst of what is considered now the Great Migration, meaning that there were thousands of black people coming from the south to the north. And Chicago was one of those major stopping points. So as I grew up, my day-to-day life, I heard the adults around me talking about, we have to get better. We have to get more educated. I grew up in a time where the Jet magazine and Ebony magazine was predominant publications that distributed news about black people to the United States. And so we had our entertainers and a few athletes at that time. But it was every time Alina Horn or Duke Ellington or someone had a breakthrough, the entire community celebrated. We're moving on up. And so as I grew up with this unspoken word that there was something wrong with me. But I was fortunate. I had parents who their intention was to make sure I was able to survive in the larger society. And I didn't have parents who were educated to the point to say, you're going to go to college and you're going to become a doctor or a lawyer. My parents said, stay out of jail and stay away from dope. That was it. They had one other, stay away from white women. Because that three things was a sure way that as a black man, I would have been killed. And so I had to learn how to speak the King's English, use the right silverware. And I have always had to be able to go out into the larger world, whether it was downtown shopping or into a grocery store. And 90% of the time, I was the only one. I don't think that the larger society, white people, understand what it's like to move through your life, and most of the time you don't see anyone else. It's just you. That takes a courage that every day you get up and you have to leave your house and you don't have a protection. You only have what your parents give you, and hopefully you'll get back home. Being a black man is about finding who I am, finding an identity. And as I said, I'm a little older. So in my lifetime, I was born a Negro. I then became Afro-American. Afro was a hairstyle, but we thought we were moving on up. And then I became African-American. And then one day I became black. And growing up as a dark-skinned black man, when I was 8, 9, 10 years old, if you call me black, you were going to fight all day long. But then I suddenly had to accept, well, being black is a good thing. And James Brown made it a little better because he said, I'm black and I'm proud. Jesse Jackson said, I am somebody. So my life has been about finding, who am I? And can I be seen as equal? Because I have always been indoctrinated to live up to the standard of a European white society.